I think today is another day that I realized I needed to stop and take in some of the actual things that are going on outside of just what's happening with the lawn. Sometimes I get so focused on the turf itself that I forget to show you all the beauty that surrounds it. And on a beautiful morning like this, there's no better time to showcase those things. So today I want to focus on all the details and the things that can happen in your yard to really make all of the finer things pop out. And that's something I probably don't talk about enough here on the channel. So I figured today let's take a look at all the details and all the things going on around the yard. One of the things I realized the other day is that I don't have nearly enough mowing footage from this year, so I think that has to change.
Give our dreams to sun, make our way, we have just begun. We're closer to heaven, there's so much ahead of us. We'll give our dreams to the rising sun, make our way, we've just begun. We're closer.
Man, it's hot already. It's only 10:50 a.m. and it's 82 right now and extremely humid. So that is looking great. Now I'm a little bit worried about the continued heat if that kind of keeps up. I'm seeing some spots that are already pretty wilted along the sidewalk here that I need to get. But as far as how this looks right now, withstanding about 3 days in a row here of about 95-degree weather. It's holding up pretty well so far, and I really haven't been adding much water to it. Crossing my fingers tonight that it's going to rain, but after you're doing mowing, then a lot of times people just think that's probably where things stop. But today I wanted to talk about the details and some of the things you can do to really have everything stand out once you're done mowing. So the first thing I'm really going to pay attention to in terms of looking around and finding the details would be the sidewalks, because a lot of times weeds grow up in there, or for me in this case actually my ryegrass tends to get all over the place when I do my overseeding. And even the smallest little cracks in the driveway and sidewalk, it seems like it has no problem getting through the winter, surviving that, getting through the heat, surviving it. It's actually kind of an interesting thing how that works. But so those are the things that I start with here when I'm really looking for the details. And the next thing you want to do to actually set the lawn apart from all the other ones around it is edging. Now for many years I actually used this corded tool right here, and this is a standalone edger. Now some people can get good at string trimming and doing that on the edge, but still the first time that you want to put the edging on the lawn, I found that actually these standalone edgers do a better job. Now this is a corded version that I've had for years, and I don't tend to use it as much because I have my battery powered system now. But if you want something to start out and you're okay with the corded system like this, and this one works actually really well. Once you have battery powered tools and you go back to using something corded, it's just not that great of an experience. But for the money and the fact that this thing does a really great job, that's still an option in my mind. Now having that nice defined edge on the lawn makes a huge difference because it makes it stand out. It even makes it look more like carpet in most cases. Even if your lawn isn't fantastic and you're still working on it, the actual edging will make it look a lot better. Basically these tools just cut that edge straight right along the sidewalk, and the transformation from before and after can often be quite striking. Now of course just string trimming the lawn by itself is going to make a huge difference. When you have low cut turf it gets a bit more difficult, and that's where a new tool comes in today. This thing right here is actually called a Rotary Scissors, and what this allows you to do is cut really cleanly down on low cut turf. It's more like a scissors that attaches to your trimmer, and I've been wanting one of these for a very long time. Some amazingly kind friends of mine came together for my birthday a few weeks ago, and they actually bought me that thing as a gift. So thank you again to those people if you are watching right now. I cannot thank you enough for that kind gift. And now you also know that I'm not great at putting anything together and reading directions, so we get to try that again and see how this goes. Alright, so once again, what looked easy did not turn out to be as easy as I thought. So I was trying to remove this thing, and I took those screws out of the top, took that thing out. That didn't make a difference. There's a guard on there, so I just removed that, and then finally I realized there's this little screw right here, and that lets this thing come out. Alright, so it looks like that needs this 7 adapter right here. I'm gonna give that a try. So this is the 25, so there's a little play in there, so add that in, and then zoom like so. Looks like it's greased and ready to go. This area right here around this water shutoff has always been a challenge for me because this shutoff is a little higher than the actual turf around it. This is really what I've been looking forward to, is being able to trim around here much more cleanly instead of just essentially kind of scalping that off all the time, and it never looks good. That thing is incredible, and I can't wait to use it more here coming up, but it's so nice to be able to do a clean cut and have it sort of match the look of the real mowing. Whenever you have to trim and you're trying to get to that edge to look the same as the real mowing, it just usually shreds everything to pieces, and the next day you'll see a bunch of shredded grass blades and it never looks that great. So this thing is awesome. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Check out some more here on my channel for a bunch of lawn care stuff. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.